A very good morning, friends. Today I am going to analyze Coal India. Yes, it is a little unbelievable that we are going to talk about this stock because if you see the monthly chart since 2015, people are seeing this falling and it had been falling. It was 440 level in 2015 October and now it is trading somewhere around 162. In October 2020, it went up to 106 rupees and um, sorry, 109.55, and then from there it tried to rise and then up to 163 it came and then fell back. The next month on March 2021, all the gains that were made here were all given up, and then the stock consolidated in April 2021. In May 2021 it started showing strength again, then again it fell and then consolidated for 3 months, and now this started rising but again fell back. So what I'm going to talk in this video today is really very important. It will be very informative to a lot of traders. However, to take this advantage of this, you need to study a lot about this, what I'm going to talk about. There was a person in the 1900s known as Richard D. Wyckoff. So Richard D. Wyckoff was one of the technical fathers of stock market who tried to study the crowd psychology and try to understand through charts, through data, through charts, how to find the psychology of people who are trading the markets. So why support, resistance, indicators, all these things are manipulations. All these are scams in the industry, I would say, because this drives you to take a position in a direction where institutes want you to, because your buy orders are their sell orders are your buy orders. Therefore, it is important to understand a few things before trading, and one of the main important thing is to study the Wyckoff. Now, the Wyckoff, to study the Wyckoff, I will go to the weekly time frame and let us understand what happened here. And I will just briefly tell you about the Wyckoff phase and what's happening here and how you are, or me, or anybody like us who are retail traders, are manipulated in the market. So even on weekly, if I reduce the size of the chart, we see the same that we have seen in a monthly time frame. Price is basically fractal. So whatever you see on a smaller time frame is a reflection of higher time frame and vice versa. Whatever you see on smaller time frame, the small waves that are forming are basically all accumulated and are noticed in a bigger time frame. That's all the time frame is all about. So on a weekly time frame, if you see the monthly, on monthly we saw around 15th, okay, this was August 2015, from where stock price started falling. It was 447 rupees there, and from there it started falling, and that is what we saw in the monthly chart as well. However, the weekly chart is a smaller version of the monthly chart, that therefore the number of candles will be more on weekly chart, right? So the stock started falling. So everybody who bought the stock here at this price are all suffering, because along this entire journey many people might have closed their position in loss in between, somewhere here maybe, or here, or somewhere. Generally people doesn't close the position when stock is rising, they close when it is falling. So they get panicked and they sell their holdings. and then the stock rise, then fell, and it came up to here, right? So I think I was talking about accumulation and distribution in one of my videos earlier in some analysis. Here I'm going to talk it a little bit in more depth because this is a very classic example of Wyckoff accumulation phase. Let me explain what happens in the range. So if you see price fell from here, right? And here it is consolidating. Now Wyckoff actually studied the consolidation phases. He wanted to understand what happens inside a consolidation phase. Whether people are accumulating buy orders or people are accumulating sell orders. And inside every consolidation, the main game happens. It doesn't happen when the price is moving fast, because when the price is moving fast, institutes are not buying, you are buying. And when price is consolidating, the major buying and selling happens. So in a consolidation range, you can study and try to understand whether it is buy orders that is getting accumulated over here or sell orders are getting distributed in that zone. So here it's when the stock price fell up to here, this became the extreme end, right? And from here price tried to return. Why it tried to return? Because people who are holding the sell orders evacuated here. They got their profit because they sold, right? And when the price came here, they evacuated their sell orders, which is automatically basically a buy order. When you exit a sell position, you are basically buying. When you are exiting a buy position, you are selling. I hope you know all this basics. So when you are exiting your sell positions, you are actually getting buy, or you are actually clicking buy orders, right? So that is one. Number two, in equity market, since in equity market you cannot sell, in futures and options you can, in forex also you can, in spot forex also you can sell and hold the position. So when the price fell here, institutes felt that this is cheap, and they started buying, and they felt that yes, the price is now good to go, good to buy. Now when they're buying, they cannot actually buy all the orders they want to buy at one single location. Why? Because if they want to buy, somebody has to sell, right? Because if you want to buy something at 100 rupees and somebody is selling that at 101 rupees, will that transaction ever happen? The transaction will never happen. So somebody has to sell at 100. So in that case only you can buy at 100. So when institutes want to buy, they want to buy in very huge quantities, but that huge quantity of sell orders are not available at one single position, because of which they buy at different levels. And you may see that when they buy here, there was a huge impulse that happened, and then this consolidation where they were waiting for those orders to come, and they bought again, and this price impulse happened. And then what happened is the price again fell. So this part where price comes and stops is called a selling climax. And this is the automatic reaction of that selling climax. It always happens in every consolidation phase. You can watch, you can see. But yes, the consolidation phases are not every time, doesn't look like this. There are various ways you can find out how it works. It's not always horizontal. Sometimes it's inclined upwards, sometimes it's inclined downwards, and there are a lot of other things. You need to study the volume as well. You can use volume indicators to understand the stuffs more. Of course, you need a lot of study to understand this. So this is automatic reaction that happens due to the selling climax here, and price move up to here, and then the price comes to test this low, which is the secondary test. We call it secondary test, and there ends the phase A of this accumulation part. After that, this is what is happening. Price is falling down, and it now see how traders who trade resistance and support zones are manipulated in the market. This line which you are seeing here is a support. right? They start buying over here. And when they buy here, what happens is price breaks that support and it falls, keeps falling, and it falls significantly. It's not a small number, right? It 120 and 109. So 10 rupees is almost 10 percentage or 8 percentage, 8 to 10 percentage, right? So this fall, many people who are holding futures or options, or maybe they are conservative traders who trade big size positions. There are people who buy 150 companies illogically, 120 companies without even thinking what's happening inside the price. They think this is called diversification, but actually that's not. And uh, so whatever is the reason, there are the serious traders will be putting a lot of money over here, and at the support, if they're trading support and resistance zones, and that support when gets broken and if the price falls 5 percentage, they starts exiting out of that position because they think, because of the past track record of this stock, if you can see from 444, sorry, 447 to 120. Now who will trust this stock? People will exit. People will exit at 5 percentage loss. And when they do that, they are basically clicking sell orders. When they're clicking sell orders, that is where you are feeding the institute the buy orders they want. And when institutes are taking those buy orders that you are selling, which they wanted to, which they're aiming to, they again make the price go up. And that's the end of, this is the part when the price comes back before this support level. It is known as this entire part is phase C. From here up to this point where price breaks this range on the upside, where it is called a sign of strength. This is a sign of strength when the upside is broken. If it breaks downside, we call it sign of weakness. So this between this phase and this phase is, it is phase D. And then again, to manipulate, see here there will be a lot of traders, right, who thinks breakout is a very great thing, and this is a breakout of resistance means you need to buy. That's a common fallacy between the trading community, and of course that's been feeded. Everything that you see on YouTube, every indicator strategy, every strategy like support, resistance, trend lines, these are myth. This has nothing to do with your real trading world. Okay, so forget that completely and throw them. And when you see this stock got a breakout, this you think that means retail traders, most of the retail traders will think that, yeah, so now we should buy because this is not a small jump. This is a quite a big jump. It is a weekly chart. I mean, this entire candle, one candle represents 5 days of trading activity across a week. So this was 22nd February week of 2021. When people might have bought here, they said, no, when the price moves certain point of time, certain amount of number above the resistance, then only we will buy. And as soon as they bought, what happened? Institute started selling this time. And why institute started selling? They are not, they wanted to buy, right? They want to take the stock up, but why are they selling? They are not selling their entire holdings. They want more sell orders. They want to generate more sell orders. Even if they sell, let's say they want to buy 5 million or $10 million, 10 million rupees of stocks. And if they even offload 1 million out of the 10, forget one, even if they offload 0.5, this entire price movement will happen. And when this price movement happens, people who are holding this, who thought that this stock has given breakout, now started thinking, oh, this was a false breakout. So when they started thinking this is a false breakout, they are selling the stock. Again, institute started buying. And because the institute started buying, the price again moved up. Again, they sold some amount of their holdings, because of which every people who were holding here now started releasing the stock, and it went up to here. where Institute got a huge amount of sell orders which they wanted and took the price higher than the previous high. When this price moved higher than the previous high, some people, retail traders like us, might have bought the stock here and they offloaded it. They said, okay, that's enough from Coal India. Coal India has tortured a lot of people from 2015 August, and this is 2021 February. It's enough for me. I will offload the holdings, and that's enough for me. I have bought it here. Somebody has bought it here. Somebody has bought it here, and that's enough for me. 5%, 10%, 20% is enough. So they all went out of the positions, and this resulted in this massive fall. This is a simple trading. There's a very trivial candles which doesn't mean anything, and then the price came up to here, which is higher than the previous low. This was higher than the previous high. This is higher than the previous low, and from here this has picked up, but there were a lot of sell orders in this zone. As you can see, a lot of sell orders got triggered. So because of which the buy orders cannot push the price up, because there were a lot of pending sell orders as well, which are getting filled by the buyers. However, in the next retracement, if at all it happens, we are going to see this stock is going to give a breakout, which is, of course, again, this is probability. I mention this in all my videos that this is a game of probability. This is not a game of certainty. So as soon as you see this entire study of Wyckoff range, you are quite positive that yes, the price will go up. And now, suppose where are we? We are above the resistance line, right? The so-called resistance line, which, I mean, as I said, only retail traders believe in these concepts. So we are so-called above the resistance line. Now, suppose Institute have not filled up all the buy orders which they wanted to fill, because they want to buy in this zone, right? They are not people like us who will be buying at 447 here. They won't. They will buy somewhere here and make the price shoot. And then they want to make a huge profit out of this move, right? And this is a very good stock to get the profit, because coal prices are going to rise, and they want, this is one of the very good companies of the country, and they want the price to go up. They will take the price up, that's for sure. But where will they buy? They won't buy somewhere here, because that's nothing to them. That's not even worth considering profit for them. So price may come down if the buy orders are not filled. However, this is a strong demand zone which has formed, and this demand zone is where you can start buying. And if you are a long-term investor, if you want to hold the stock for a long time, like a year or two, we will see the movement very fast from here, and this entire momentum is going to keep it up, and it will make the stock rise up to this supply zone first, then this supply zone, then like the way it fell, the same way it will rise up to where that is what we can't say as of now. But yeah, there will be different price actions in between, from where we can study what will happen to this Coal India. That is how things works, friends, and that is what I wanted to explain. I am sure it might have given you some insights about the trading world, and not even 1% I know, but comparatively you might have learned that how resistance, support, and trend lines are being manipulated. What is Wyckoff, little bit basics about that. I hope this helps, and if you like the video, I would request you to share the video, to like the video, to share the video, and please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. I will try to come up with whatever I can, and explain how trading works. Thank you very much for watching the video.